Hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw.
He's got this one complete to Rodgers.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. That catch good for only a couple. Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Got a man able to find Rodgers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going, How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. He hit his first, now this one from 48 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb, that's complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, Prescott.
Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Here's Dak.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
Now Dak.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week
as he'll be back in action in Week 8.